You know, to be a bit plain, um, this time of year, uh, you know, with a lot of remembrances of um, people like Princess Diana, um, and and her passing. Um, to, has me up at night quite late. Um, I just there was just a lot going on in the world in the 90s that from 80s 1980 mid 1980s to late 1980s that was fundamentally changed, um, foreign affairs in communist countries. So there's a lot of agreements. Sometimes, you know, I don't know. I don't know the year for World Health in the 80s, as my birth date was in the 90s. Um, but most of it's hard to put a face on a fact, you know. Some things are really balanced and measured in certain ways, and sometimes we don't necessarily know our future or even how we affect ourselves to affect our future, which is actually uncommon. That's actually uncommon. Most people have the desire, the goals, the aspirations, and look at people for lead in their character. Um, but this hits at a deeper level of by design. Um, that maybe most of society does not really um, does not really know. So so uh, I really don't I really don't necessarily understand all the motion in present society. Although what I'm seeing with the Maduro's thing, um, and that's Venezuela, not Argentina, Venezuela. You know, a lot of the systems are really bound nowadays, so I don't always understand all the communicables of present day foreign policy component or anything. Um, but I'm seeing something. I mean, something better might happen. Um, Although widely broadcast as war, there's a lot more going on nowadays to that has been extended, from conclusion in foreign policy that I expect is hopefully a good thing. Um, so there's probably more firmer, conclusive ground. Um, I expect positive change in the world globally, not just in America. But um, it was. I think I started part of my day for myself. Um, Started my day with myself watching Jeffrey Sachs after um, the Code Blue Shift piece said it on the podium. But Jeffrey Sachs was talking. It's probably maybe a week old from on YouTube, and I didn't really, notice. I mean, I applied for work earlier, but um, eh, if so, I'm kind of wandering in mind. Life's tough, man. It really breaks you down. So there's really a polar draw in me that isn't real. I mean, some of the meta in it, uh, that sort of, it's like grounded characters that are also aspirational. You know, something to their approach, their value. Um, you know, it's not really split. I mean, people are direct in their value, um, and then you know, not all values, emotional values. I guess sympathetic values. But no, more clerical value. I don't know, command language. It sort of opines on me that I'm doing something wrong while being more stuck in a state of mind. You know, like people have decency in their approach value. Um, I spend a lot of time deaf to the world in some form of phosis. Some some I don't know. I'm starting to have daymares of just really upsetting things, um, and I just my knees hurt, my arms hurt, my back is bad, and it just the pain just really it's easily treatable. I mean, I take an ibuprofen or whatever I need to. Uh, but the weight of force just on me is. I mean, sometimes you have to reflect on the way other people succeed, and some people are purely unadapted to what is around them, and I'm going through that a lot, right? Um, and even for the highest members of society, trying to squeeze a tight gap will never work unless you know what you're doing, which is rare. You don't really see a break from people not knowing what they're doing. So I mean, I find myself in a complete dumpster in the ground, with a fire somewhere to see. But uh, I don't know, man. If I find any focus or even grounded control in myself before I feel just pain or force, I'm brought to upset a lot. Um, but I mean, It's just, it's sometimes it's hard to feel grounded, uh, grounded notion to work in a frame of mind to literally do anything to plan for myself. I mean, it's not that relaxing to break down mentally. uh, it just isn't. It just isn't, right? So, uh, upsetting that is. Uh, I don't know. I just sometimes we try to triangulate life, uh, and not be so separated in its grounded reality and its will. Uh, and if we're totally just bidirectionally parsed to be unable or have such inability weighed into the real inability to be ourselves without a conscious bearing down on us. I mean, deprecation can be an awful thing. An awful thing. And I've been gone from knowing that that's happened, and I don't like that. I don't. It did not work for me. And it's like I know no one that's necessarily happened to. And I mean, that is not an argument to bring other people in to be unfocused or uncooperative in life if that's happened to them. So it's a real head scratcher. I try to at least spend time losing focus enough to know. Well, that doesn't work. I mean, loss of concentration and focus. And just having people squeeze less out of just general friendliness, just so I can hear more of a rounded world and a rounded statement. I mean, it's like looking at a Salvador Dali painting that's haunted and corrupt. To be blunt with you, I mean, there's so much moiety in life that people think I would just naturally adapt to what's broken. I mean, it's so widely more than antiquated in some things that I think, yet it's a simple thing. I mean, it's a value. I mean, even decency. You you're reasonable with people. You try to be. You feel such force, you're not reasonable with yourself. Uh, you're feeling crushing pain. I mean, it sucks. It sucks. It's just not a good thing. Um, so I mean, I try to browse at least something that's a little bit lighter. Um, I just wish I wasn't so lost. So I mean, there's just so much, so much stress and pressure to have more of it would just make me break down. I mean, it's just straight bad for me. It's like anywhere you go, make sure it's bad ahead of time, and then be so passive you'll arrive at places you're so unsatisfied with. It sucks. It's just not. And then have it happen so much whenever you have a break from it. You get like an irate loop because you just receptively think it's the same thing. I mean, it's irrelevantly doomed. I mean, uh, it's so disconnected in its compartment when it isn't. It might as well make me lucid. Is in how awake I need to be to force myself to pay attention to at least attempt to resolve it. You know. Even that should intone the next step and a sense of security that's there. It's uh, I don't think people really get how much focus there is just on simple premise to have an upward trajectory. I mean, decency can count for a lot. It's like having someone discount. It's like if there was no real justice in a communist country, and anything that happened to you was bad, simply could degrade, and just anything you did consistently. I mean, if you want to talk about like autocracy, like just totality versus autocracy, it's and just an oblivion that could just spiral into for a person. It's just awful. It's just straight up awful. I mean, some people might read behind some parts of context and gain their own advantage and connect things so that they could literally work for themselves. But I just, something in the back of my mind, you know, just really shuts me down. And it's probably hormonal, and it's probably organs in my body. And I've arrived at the hospital dozens of times. And you know, recently, they just wanted to understand nothing I said. That I need physical medicine, not something that will make me more docile or I'm so placid that the medication is like an eye drop. Like I don't think they really they know, but they want to It's dumb. It's like they someone wants to tell me break the cycle, and even I tell myself no, I need to engage in something better for myself. But to do that in poor health is a weight on an air balloon, and the air balloon's going down. This is a hole in the chute. I mean, what is the ground really? I mean, it's 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 literally it's just it's I don't know. I'm done.